So my next guest today is Jürgen Ries. He is the Geschäftsführer for Asus Group in Germany. Welcome, Jürgen. Nice
Hi,
to see
Trevor.
you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah, absolutely. And a nice busy show. So you've been really quite busy over the last year or so upgrading your systems.
Yeah.
A lot of new stuff. So
Yeah.
tell us what's new in the Asus stable.
Yeah, actually what we did is we brought all of our platforms to a new generation. We call it Generation Synaptica. You might know that the years before already we moved our software platform in a Synaptica OS software suite, and now all the machines are following. So very versatile, powerful platforms where you can have a full upgrade capability. They are enabled in a way of that with AI, you can auto-teach things. It does active operator support. You can ask the machine for help if you need something to be explained, and chatbot is helping on it. So it goes in a way of that you can start with a low capex, have a full upgrade capability, very versatile. Operator support, we drove down the CO2 footprint, energy consumption, so tried to all the small details and areas to bring it to a next level. And on top of it as well, next release of our Synaptica OS, so all these connections to each other, they get more and more visible, and that's actually what we show on the booth,
So,
all new.
Yeah, so a lot of companies have upgraded their software systems and brought in AI facilities to it. They've used it for to be able to programming the machines a lot quicker, and a lot of assist to assist the operators and learn from the work that they're doing and start to bring in some agentic properties into the software. So it sounds like that's pretty much what you've been doing.
It's a part of it, So store operator support, but as well process capability. Like we developed something where we can measure how a screen printer is behaving. It's like the heartbeat of a screen printer, and without even having an optical inspection, we can adjust all the parameters of a printer itself.
Really?
So it's monitoring itself how it's behaving. So there are a lot of kind of solutions, ideas which goes into this one, and with the platform technology we have, which we can scale it across our platforms. It's just in the handling, in the lasers and the routers, so we have quite capabilities there.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you're using that level of automation though, in a printer is nice, but you need to know how to use it, don't you? Or is it doing automatically?
No, that's automatically. Like one thing we did is we taught in a database our complete application knowledge. The new generation Synaptica printer, you just select from the batch what paste you have, you just key in what paste it is. The machine knows the best printing parameters and all uploads it by itself. So we take a lot of work away from the NPI team and then also self-adjusting on the processing. And again, it's scalable and flexible. You don't have to start with it, but you can have it. But that's where we go. That's the reason as well, if you look on the machine, the interface started changing because the way people interact with machines, at least our machines, are changing. And we focus on informations they really still need and try to help them as much as possible.
So you try to simplify the dashboard, etc.
Everything,
yeah. I remember you also have, you're very versatile in the way that people can accept it. They can get it on tablets, they can get it on a watch, they can lots of different ways, of course. That's good. So the other areas that you're in laser marking and you're in storage. So let's talk about the laser marking market first. Is that increasing that market?
Well, I mean, traceability is everywhere. So we did the same approach there. We also made a Generation Synaptica of our laser marking machine. Advanced capability, we drove down the CO2 footprint, energy consumption is down, AI features, so it learns itself. Like for instance, one interesting thing on a laser marker is, people struggle quite with the different level. Your color of a PCB is changing, then you need to change the process parameter of your laser, otherwise the contrast is not good. So what we can do is, with our PCB fiducial camera, we check the color of the PCB. The machine thinks about it, choose the right parameters, makes a marking, thinks about it again, looks good, goes on. So we made the machine very smart, very, very capable, and integrated in the whole data stream of a line. So you always find something to do.
So it doesn't, because with a certain color it might over-ablate it? Yeah. And
that's you need to. Well, again, what we try to do is to bring our knowledge in the machine. So we teach the machine our knowledge, and then it takes more and more away where assistance is necessary, and then you just also on this machine, you just can pull there's a search GUI.
Right.
I have a question for this one, or help me with this one. The machine will tell you, okay, you need to do this. And so the machine is thinking,
right,
and keep telling you next thing what you can do, or it does it by itself if you have the capability.
All right. So so let's turn our attention to storage. I mean, the storage business keeps evolving, really, in some ways. You know, it's gone from large data warehouses, which is pretty much what you do, to the terrace systems, to the pick by light, etc. What have you done in the last sort of few months or years to improve that system?
Good question. I love it because also there, we have a generation Synaptica storage system now. Mm-hmm. It's our new dry tower from Gen S. It's like 100% improved floor space performance. It's double as fast. Density. It's a very neat, compact system. You can see it on the booth there.
Okay.
You can go up to 10 meters height.
Right.
It's fully integrated. So it's like in 2.5 meter stacks. So it's doubled the performance by halving the floor space you need for it.
Yes.
And you can integrate it everywhere on a shop floor. You can scale it up. Combined again with the software solutions, which also have the next capabilities on how to manage it cleverly, and it's getting more and more in these areas.
Right. Wow, that's certainly saving floor space, but I mean, it's pretty high, 10 meters.
Well, you can,
Yeah.
It's just like if you just want to have a 2 meter system, that's the standard, but you can scale because very often people have height like 4-6 meters, then utilize it. If you don't have it,
of course,
just a compact version on the line, you can do as well, So that's the idea behind.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it sounds like you're certainly, going in the right direction with all the automation. I mean, there's a lot of companies here that are having difficulty finding enough operators to hire.
Yeah.
And so they're turning to more automation to try and, fill in for that.
Yeah.
So are you finding people coming to you, asking you to automate other parts or whatever processes you can in the factory?
That's actually happening, and again, automation does not help if it's too complicated.
Yes.
So that's also what we try to do. Really make it as easy as possible and as least interaction somebody needs to do with the machine. So try to make it easy, do something in the background, make the sims easy to be approached.
Yeah.
Also easy to be maintained and run. So the software system's very sophisticated that you also don't need a huge IT team. We have like 12 AI engineers purely doing AI programming work. So what we also do is, what we see is, we do more and more turnkey for our customers because customers see the difficulty. Like if I want to be always up to date in the new AI capability, you need an own team just purely pushing it. And since we standardized our software, and have platform technology, we can next release new capability, and we can help our customers to stay ahead in the game with us more or less. But they don't need their own capabilities for it. So that's the way we try to approach it.
But it's not better that they bring you in to do an audit to be able to, so that you can tell which parts of the factory you could add value to?
Same, It happens as well, They come with a product, or they say like, hey, what can we do differently there?
Yeah.
And then again, we start with like a low capex solution, not too much sophistication. If you then later on want to go next step, that's the way we try to do it,
Yeah, great. Well, you're continuing to innovate. Great to see it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in and bringing us up to date today.
Thank you, Trevor. Thanks.
Okay, thanks.